Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So, quite a bit of data yesterday, and CPI was one of the data points. And obviously, I haven't even looked at CPI to be honest, but you can see it on the charts. Obviously, lots of confusion around that. So, we did want to see a pullback onto structure, and I think we can safely say we have two pin bars off structure, and the levels are fairly clear. 57.73 and 57.81 were the two levels. One thing that does concern me is the grouping of the oscillators at the moment. So that is indicating we are overbought, but bear in mind it can stay like that for an extended period of time. So for me, there is a big inverse head and shoulders here. I would have preferred a bigger move past and then a retest, but we have come back to test the all-time high now. You can see three tails, 3 days this week. Yeah, so 3 days this week. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're busy with Friday at the moment. Sorry, we're on the 8 hour, so it's the last couple of 8 hour bars. Scratch that. But if we do go to the daily, it's basically 1 day. So we were ranging, we've broken through, we've got a daily close above the previous high, and then we've got a bit of a hanging man inside bar on the daily. So that's a bit of a suspect bar. It's not, definitely not bullish, it's more bearish than bullish, but it would need to break below the structure that we've got here before we can actually start saying that it is bearish. So when we drill down to the 3 hour, strong move up, bit of a pullback, strong move up, and then another pullback, but lots of confusion. You can see tails the upside, tails the downside, looking like barbed wire. And if you look at the zone we came back into, we'll look at this closer on the hour, but you can see we spent quite a bit of time trying to defend that area. So the question is, are we going to be moving up, or are we going to continue sideways at the moment? So yesterday you could see data coming out, not really what the market was looking for, nothing earth-shattering, and the net result is we've just gone sideways. Oscillator's not helping us on the hour. This is a fairly decent retest of structure, but did not quite get going, and 289 points, fairly decent move, but it's 0.5% move in the market. So in other words, 0.5% down, 0.5% up, 0.5% down, and just call it 0.5% up. So that is definitely confusion. So when we drill down to the 15 minutes, you see it even clearer, sort of almost in 15 minutes down, and then over an hour up, over an hour down, over an hour up. So I'm not entirely convinced we have any structure at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me to see these two levels here, 57.81 and 57.73, be tested again today. I think what you're looking for here is a weekly test. Let's go to the weekly. You can see those are weekly highs, so you want to see a close above that. But it's not. The last 3 weeks has really been difficult to get moving. And if you look at price action, big weekly bar, not as big, but still relatively big. And then we're going into these small weekly bars. So there is a weekly level here which has been tested. If we just go to the 8 hour, you can see it has been tested. That's the bottom of the bigger range. And that was tested last week and an attempt early this week. So I don't think it's on the radar at the moment, but it could be. It could be. I'm actually in two minds whether you want to try and second guess this at the moment. I suspect it's sideways. I don't think there's going to be anything else. There's a little bit more data coming out tonight, but it is the close of the week, and it's going to be interesting to see, because what you may see is that people that were holding long through the week, so if you just look at this, they got in on when was was that Tuesday, you could see those people just saying, well, we're going to take profit now. And that could push us back down into this zone or even further onto one of these previous daily highs here, down at 57.64. So 57.80 is obviously the nice round number that we're trying to defend here. I think I'm rather going to just sit back and wait for this one. I don't really see, I'm not comfortable with a break at the moment. I think we need to go, go sideways but a lot longer than just one day before we get a break, and then I'd be a little bit more comfortable with it. I just don't see, we're at all-time highs, and I don't see any structure here. There might be a bit of a flag forming, you look at it on the 8 hour, but this could also be a whole group of hanging men looking for a bigger move down, basically to come back and test 56.80. So in other words, you could see the market trying to do a range in this zone. So bear in mind, for the for the year, we are up substantially at the moment. So you are up 23%. So finishing December with more than 23%, heading towards 30% gains, I don't think that's achievable. Anything can happen, but I just don't think that's what they're going to allow the market to do. So to me, it's almost like there has to be some kind of a reset somewhere along the line. And we've had two relatively big pullbacks through the year, and then 1 week of pullback here. But to me, it just seems so overextended. So I think I'm going to sit back this week. I'm going to sit back today and just wait. Either for a longer range, so let's range today, range Monday, then I'll be a lot more comfortable looking for the break to the upside. But at the moment, I'm really not comfortable looking for the break to the upside. I just don't think it's going to be feasible. If you do have a lot of time on your hands, and you're one of those people that's lucky enough to be just sitting at home and doing nothing, I think you will pick up some opportunities on the 5 minute. Because obviously the range is extended quite far on the 5 minute. You can see at the moment already, strong move up here, off structure, above the moving averages, coming back to test, and you can see sort of 43 point stop loss for 79 point gain. So this previous high is definitely what you'd be aiming for. But when you start drilling down to the 50 minute, I suppose you could argue on the 50 minute there's also an opportunity, similar kind of risk to reward. But for me, I'm not always sitting in front of the charts, so I would rather look at it from an hourly perspective, to be honest. And I don't see that at the moment. I really don't see it. I don't see an hourly break above this all-time high and then pull back for structure for an opportunity in. Could happen, but I just don't see it at the moment. I think you're probably going to see a range, and I would prefer a much deeper pullback. I'd actually prefer a move down to 56.80. Anyway, I'm staying out of it, but if you are sitting at home, you can drop down to the 5, 6 minute, 10 minute charts. The rules of the strategy stay the same, and just follow the strategy, and you'll be safe. You'll be able to manage your risk and also manage your rewards. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up to you on Monday. Cheers for now.